want to pause this. This clip, I find this clip hilarious. I'm a big fan of what happened in this interaction. By that I mean, leaves. There you go. I'm covering myself, so the only thing we're missing at the bottom is me. We're just missing more me. It's okay. We don't need to see. I'm not important. Previous Beanie Thuggish is no longer important.
He's rage quitting. He's rage quitting. Brother in Christ. First game on today and a rage quit?
I'm so loud.
First game on and a rage quit. All right. Hey, all right.
Yeah, so you guys see my reaction to a rage quit, right? I think I have another rage quit video on my Twitter as well. And I'm doing something like, fuck yeah, we finally got one, boys. Let's go, let's go. Like, I'm excited. I'm happy.
Rage quitting.
So
He's
I want to talk
quitting.
about my thoughts
Brother
on
in
pluggers
Christ.
and one and done.
First game on.
Because I'm in a Tekken 8 Facebook group. A Tekken 8 Facebook group. And they are a big fan of like shitting on one and doners and pluggers and being like really rude to players for having rage and being upset at a video game. Well, I also agree. Being upset at a video game seems a little foolish. It's kind of stupid, but I'm going to be the first to tell you that I don't really care if people rage quit on me. Rage quitting on me just gives me a good laugh, a chuckle, and a Twitch clip, which is cool, right? I don't know if everyone has that same gusto, that same gossip. People are a little more weak-willed, and they're very upset that people are stealing away their fake internet points. But do I think that rage quitting and one and dunning is like a bannable offense in the video game? I'm going to start with rage quitting. Talk about one and dunning after. Rage quitting. I do not think that constantly rage quitting for matches should be a bannable offense. I do think that the disconnection rate should actually show, right, that you leave matches or whatever. But the hard part is sometimes people's internet is just spotty, right? I was playing a match the first week of the game, maybe second week of the game, where my stream stayed on, but the game turned off. And it probably looked like a rage quit to someone. I was up around and I was like doing a forward 3 with Raven. But during that forward 3, the game just shut out. It just turned off. And I was like, what the fuck? So I had to reopen the game. And so for that person, they could have assumed that that was a rage quit or a one and done. And maybe they even reported me. I have no fucking idea. But I can tell you right now, I was streaming. There's no way I rage quit. I don't think I've ever, like, Alt F4'd ever. I play on PC, so that's what we would call it, right? Plugging would be Alt F4'ing. I don't think I've ever Alt F4'd on a person ever in a fighting game. I don't think I've ever done it. Like, I just don't have I don't have it in me. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, man. You won or you beat me. It happens. But that is one of the bigger issues with, trying to say all pluggers need to be banned is sometimes it's actually people's internet. Secondly, if someone is a repeat offender where they're actually legitimately rage quitting, I still don't think it's a bannable offense. I think their disconnection rate should go up, just as it does. And there should be maybe a separate queue for people who rage quit more often, so that the people who are rage quitting and plugging are actually just playing against other people who are rage quitting and plugging, right? Where they get stuck in this like plugger hell where it's very hard for them to ever get points because everyone they're playing is going to attempt to plug against them just like they plug, right? More than likely, people are not going to continue to gain rank and gain points because these people are in some separate sort of a queue and they can't get more points against each other because they're all plugging against each other. Right? That is my solution for like pluggers, right? I don't really think that. I think that it's funny. I think that it's sad, right? It's sad that someone's so upset about a game that they have to plug because their pride is hurt or their ego's hurt. Funnily enough, I'm part of Ego Esports, but my ego never gets hurt enough that I need to turn off the game because I don't want to lose. Like, just beat me, man. You got it. And if you just beat me and I don't really like the way you're playing, or I don't think I can beat you, the next best solution for some people, because they don't want to be a plugger, is they one and done. They one and done. Now, what one and dunning is one and dunning is if you win or lose the first game, doesn't matter. If you win or lose the first game, just leave. Just leave. So, instead of rage quitting, if someone beats you the first game, and you know for certain, or you feel in your bones that that player is too much better than you and there's no way you beat them, just leave. You go back to character selector, you go back to matchmaking, and you find someone who you think you can beat, or that your match will be significantly closer against, right? And if you win, and you know your win was like unwarranted, you probably stole the game, did some cheesy shit, started using strings, whatever, and like won in like a final round situation, just leave. I've had people do that against me a lot, right? They won and done. Now, one and dunning is a whole nother beast. I am a proud one and done. If I'm playing someone who's cheesing me, I'm not gonna stay, bro. I want to have fun. If I'm not having fun, I'm not gonna sit through 2 games. If we're having a meaningful back and forth and you beat me, more than likely, if it's not like laggy, there's not like intermittent connection issues, the hardware issues aren't a big deal, I'll just stay. I'll be like, yeah, I mean, they're playing well, but I can't beat them, right? Unless they're too far out of my skill level. Like, I played some Tekken gods, I played some Tekken kings, Tekken emperors. If I feel that they're too far out of my skill level, sometimes I'll just leave. Like, man, I can try to learn something from this, but I'm not here to learn right now. I'm in ranked. Right? This is where you enact the things that you're learning. I can't learn versus this player. They're too much better than me, right? And I could see how that's, shameful to some people. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Fuck you. If you don't like it, that's on you. If you are cool with that, that's how some people think, right? I think the bigger deal is that whenever you think about one and dunning, people like to lump one and dunning together with plugging, and sure, they're both like ruin your ranked experience, but at the end of the day, it's just a video game, and if you're not having fun, you should probably stop playing or find a manner in which you can play and have fun. If I'm playing against someone, it's a meaningful back and forth, I don't care if I lose that first game, I'm gonna run it back. If I'm playing against someone and it's not a meaningful back and forth, and they're doing strings that I have no answers to, don't understand yet, I'm gonna leave and think about it, sit on it, go to the next game. I'm not gonna continue playing you and just throw away ranked points. Because guess what? We're here in ranked. We're not in casual match. We're not in the training mode, right? Now, that's where people would generally say, if we had infinite rematch, that wouldn't be a problem. People like you that like don't like losing points, to think they don't understand in a quick best of 2, you'd be able to, best of 3, you'd be able to just use the rematch system, the infinite rematch, to like deathmatch this person and learn as much as you can. And while you're right, I do kind of think that that's the best thing about deathmatch. There's a bad thing that comes along with deathmatch. Deathmatching actually leads to people farming. I'm going to tell you this now. It's a lot harder to farm in Tekken 8, surely, right? Tekken 8, you're going to have to block people that are higher ranked than you and in your ranks. If you lose someone, you're going to have to block them so you don't run into them in ranked again. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. I don't think I have anyone blocked, even people that have been awful connections to me. And you have to delay your queuing so that you get people that are really far under you, right? If you don't get matches, it starts to give you people of varying skill levels. It doesn't care, it just wants to give you a match. I'm in blue and I just played a yellow rank like 5 games ago because the game was like, hey, you haven't gotten a match in a while. You've been sitting in queue for 10 minutes. Here's someone. So it gave me a yellow rank, right? It's no points at all. It's like 100 points. You don't really get much off of it, which is a little unfortunate, but it wants to give you a match. That's your only way now, which would take forever, brother. That is your only way now to farm. With infinite rematch, the same thing would be prevalent, except now, if someone is low rank and they're not losing a lot of points versus you, and they know they'll get them back versus someone else, or you run into one of your low rank friends, you can boost off of your low rank friend. You can boost off of someone who doesn't care about the points and is just going to continue rematching. And I say that coming from a game that started with first to 2 in ranked, and then moved over to infinite rematch. Soul Calibur 6, when it first came out, it had first to 2 rematch. There was significantly less people at max rank. There was significantly less people in the A's and in the S's. And then they added infinite rematch, and so many shitters, so many scrubs, so many dog shit players started making it to S rank and high A's because you're allowed to use that infinite rematch to boost off of people who either don't care about their points or that use ranked as casual match, right? Because there's no casual match in that game. So that would be something that comes along if you allow infinite rematch, which I'm opposed to. I think first to ranked, that's probably the best thing to have when it comes to actually wanting people to get better and implement things they learned in training mode in ranked, not vice versa, not use ranked as your training mode, right? Pluggers are annoying. Yeah, pluggers are annoying. They're ruining the experience for a lot of players, but they're not generally making your game unplayable, right? If someone plugs against you, laugh it off, move on. I know you wanted your points, you didn't get them, I'm sorry. But just keep playing. The game is still fun for you, hopefully. And if there's another solution, you could award the person who didn't plug the points, right? So those are the 2 solutions. For one and dunning, I'll get over it. Some people just will not want to play against your character. Some people will not want to play against your playstyle. Some people will see that there's a giant skill differential or a difference in rank and leave, right? I play against some people who are in orange sometimes, and once again, I'm in blue. And they leave after the first game. Win or lose. I've lost to an orange rank, or I think it was a red rank. I lost to a red rank, and they left. They were like, oh shit, I beat a blue. Let's fucking go. And they left. They didn't get a lot of points. I get it. It's okay. I'm not mad at them for leaving. I play against an orange or a red, and I beat them the first game, and they're like, dude, this guy's blue. Why am I even playing him? And they leave. Understandable. Try to think about the video game more as a video game, more as a hobby, not as a job, not as something you have to grind. It's supposed to be for fun. Pluggers are only partially ruining the fun. There are solutions to them. Maybe they could be implemented. One and doneers are only partially ruining the fun. But you could be one of them one day. You might play against someone who you're just like, nah, bro, this connection was too bad. Now you're a one and doneer. Look at that. I guess that was another thing I didn't think about. If someone's having really bad hardware issues, I'll also one and done. I'm like, dude, I saw I saw that shit exploding as I hit you with a rage art or a stage transition and it fucked up my combo. I'm leaving. I'm not playing this full match out. Sorry, right? I'm not a hater. I'm generally a pretty relaxed guy, right? I guess a lot of other people really care about their rank and the points and want to earn it. What up, Seaspringer? How you doing, Courtney? A lot of other people want to feel like they're earning it and that people are robbing them of what they've earned. If you're good, if you're better than everyone else around you, truly, it does not matter. You are going to progress, you are going to continue climbing, and you're gonna be higher ranked than these people who continue one and doneing and continue rage quitting. That's just how it's gonna work. That is my... Hi, I have a question? Yeah, go ahead and ask. That is my general feeling of people who one and done, people who rage quit, if they're punishable by full ban, or if it should just be a slap on the wrist, right? That is a small talk segment about the Tekken 8 ranked problems. Tell me how you feel about it down below in the comment section of the YouTube video that's going to be going up. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we get to 1,000 subscribers at some point. That'd be dope. Share this with a friend. If they're a plugger, if they're a one and doneer, tell them shame on them. But, no, they don't deserve to be banned. Anyways, this has been Beanie Thuggish for the YouTube, signing out and saying peace.